Welcome to this tutorial video for getting to know Windows 10. As you know, Microsoft urges all of its Windows customers to use Windows 10. Some of you may have already downloaded Windows 10, and some of you have yet to do so. There are a couple of things you should know about downloading Windows 10. First, downloading Windows 10 is not mandatory. If you want to continue using your current version of Windows, you most certainly can. However, there is a risk in continuing to use your current version. At the end of July 2016, Microsoft reduced the level at which it services previous versions of Windows. This means that your computer may be more vulnerable to viruses and bugs. Secondly, if you have not upgraded to Windows 10 yet, it is no longer free. If you have recently purchased a computer or a laptop, it most likely came with Windows 10. So, what exactly is Windows 10? Windows 10 is an operating system that manages all of the hardware and software on a computer. In order to better explain an operating system, we'll use the analogy of a car. Picture a car. Any car. More than likely, the image of a car that popped into your head has 4 tires, an intact body consisting of doors, windows, a hood, and a trunk. Depending on what kind of car you were envisioning, you may have imagined the inside to have a state-of-the-art navigation system, a stereo system, or the ability to wirelessly connect to your smartphone or tablet. Regardless of its extras, the body of the car is completely intact and it looks like it is in really good condition. However, imagine that when you pop the hood of the car, there's no engine. You realize that this particular car will do you little good because without an engine, the car isn't going to run. We can use this car analogy to understand a computer and an operating system. A computer, like the body of a car, consists of several components that may look like they are in perfect condition. Specifically, a computer will have a tower, a monitor, a keyboard, and a mouse. However, if a computer does not have an operating system installed, the computer won't run. If you turned on a computer without an operating system, you would simply see a blank screen that says, "No operating system installed." So in other words, a computer's engine is its operating system. Furthermore, note that a computer's operating system is not related to the software that is installed on the computer. We can return to the car analogy to explain this concept further. If the car you pictured had a dashboard that had a lot of bells and whistles, or extras, as they say in the car business, those features have nothing to do with the car running. Assuming that the car has a decent body and a set of tires, it just needs an engine in good condition to get you from point A to point B. Likewise, a computer just needs decent components and an operating system to work. Software programs that are installed on a computer, like Microsoft Office programs, for example, are extras that make the computer more fun and more useful. A new operating system, like Windows 10, does not affect the software in most cases. Windows 10 offers several new features, but there are probably only a few significant ones that need mentioning. Microsoft Edge, Cortana, and Start Menu are just a few of these features. Microsoft Edge is the default web browser that comes with Windows 10. It is faster and more secure than other browsers, and it's designed to replace Internet Explorer. As a matter of fact, the logos look similar. However, if you prefer to continue using Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, or any other web browser for that matter, you can most certainly do so. Cortana is a virtual assistant that can answer questions and perform simple tasks. If your computer has a working microphone, you can actually talk to Cortana. You could ask her, "Cortana, what's the weather like today?" and she would answer you verbally. You could tell her, "Cortana, remind me to take out the trash tomorrow," and she would create a reminder which would pop up on your computer screen the next day, reminding you to take out the trash. If your computer does not have a working microphone, Cortana also can communicate with typing. You can simply type in keywords and Cortana can search your computer for you. Finally, the Start menu looks quite different in Windows 10. When you click on the Start button, the menu displayed is divided into 3 columns. On the left, near the bottom, there are a few things like File Explorer, Settings, and Power functions, which are all static functions that we'll talk about in a little bit more detail in just a few minutes. In the middle is a list of all the programs that are loaded onto your computer. On the right are tiles that you can use to access commonly used programs. This whole Start menu will be covered in a lot more detail later on in this video. So now let's take a tour of the Windows 10 desktop so that you'll know where everything is located. First, we have the desktop icons. Windows 10 still allows you to have icons for folders, programs, and files on your desktop. Everyone's icons will be a little bit different because the icons that you have depend on what software programs you have on your computer. Next, there's the Start menu. The Start menu button is located in the lower left corner of the screen, and it looks like a white 4-paned window. As I said, we'll go over the Start menu in much more detail in just a few minutes. To the right of the Start menu button is Cortana. This is where the virtual assistant is located. You can click in this box and type any keywords, and Cortana will search your computer for you. To the right of Cortana, we have taskbar and shortcuts. These are icons that are located on your taskbar and allow you quick access to frequently used programs. Additionally, any program that you have open will have an icon on the taskbar. You can remove and add shortcuts to this area of the taskbar. And finally, we have the Action Center. It's located in the lower right corner. This area of the taskbar displays the date, time, and shortcuts to other various settings. Now let's take a more detailed look at the Windows 10 Start menu. When you click on the Start button in Windows 10, the menu looks much different than it did in Windows 7. Note that the Start menu is customizable, so the one you're seeing in this video may look different than the one you have on your computer. On the left side of the menu, there are a few static functions. One common one that's listed is File Explorer. When you click on File Explorer, a window will open that should look relatively familiar to those of you who use Windows 7. The window is two-sided with your computer's directory on the left and a viewing window on the right. Click on any directory on the left and its contents will be displayed on the right. Another common function is the Settings button. When you click on the Settings button, a window will open offering you several categories of default settings that you can change for your computer. Click on any of these categories to access a list to change the settings. And then finally, there's the Power function. Clicking on the Power button displays another menu from which you can shut down, restart, or put your computer to sleep. As I stated earlier, the Start menu is customizable. You can do a lot with the tiles, especially on the right side of the Start menu. So let's take a look at how to do a few customizations. First, let's talk about removing tiles from the Start menu. If you would like to remove a tile, you can begin by going to the lower left corner and clicking on the Windows Start button. Then, when the tiles appear, simply right-click on the tile that you want to remove. When the menu comes up, click Unpin from Start, and the tile will be removed. You can also add tiles to the Start menu. By clicking on the Start button, the center column lists all of the programs that are on your computer. Simply find the program that you want to add, and then right-click on it and click Pin to Start. and then a tile will be created and added to the Start menu. You can also rearrange the tiles on your Start menu. When the menu is displayed, you use your left mouse button and then click, hold, and drag. Then release the mouse button and the tile will be relocated. You can also resize the tiles on your Start menu. In order to resize a tile, when the Start menu is displayed, simply right-click on the tile, point your mouse at Resize, and another menu pops up with various options. Just change it to the one you want. Just some final thoughts for you about Windows 10. Windows 10 can frustrate a lot of people who are used to using Windows 7. It'll take some time, patience, and maybe even a little perseverance to get comfortable with this new operating system. Just remember, if you ever get stuck, you can always ask Cortana where to find something or how to do something. If she can't help you, then you can always open a web browser like Microsoft Edge and ask your question in a search engine. For example, you could type, "How do I rearrange tiles on the Start menu in Windows 10?" It will take some practice, but keep playing with it. It will get easier, I promise. Thanks for watching.